What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a Cleveland Cavaliers realistic rebuild because I wanted to do them because they've had some ramblings about their coach obviously being gone now, and the team is just kind of in a mess right now. But before we get into it, make sure to smash that like button. Let's try to get over 100 likes again today. And of course, if you're one of the 67% of those people watching this video and you aren't subscribed, change that right now. Do it. Okay. So what we're going to do today is look at what we got going on for Cleveland, because Drummond, there's been some ramblings now that he doesn't want to stay in Cleveland and he'd rather just walk away in free agency or get traded in his player option. So basically, he has a player option. I'll explain that a little bit more. But then Kevin Love, of course, they still got to figure out what they want to do with him. But then you have your backcourt of Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, and then Kevin Porter Jr. is a nice player as well. So basically, realistically, we're going to try to build around these three players. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but hopefully we can draft some other players to complement these guys. But like I said, for Drummond, though, he has a player option, and think about this. So basically, Drummond was traded at the trade deadline for a bag of chips, right? Pretty much. So if he opts out of this $28 million player option that he has, he's probably not going to get more than that in the open market. I wouldn't think anyway, just because nobody wanted him. Like, nobody wanted him. So they had, Detroit did what they had to do. So Cleveland, I feel like he's probably going to opt in and then want a trade. So kind of like the Chris Paul situation. When Chris Paul was traded to Houston, he had a player option, opted in, and then got traded to Houston from the Clippers. So that's probably gonna be the same thing that happens here with Drummond. Now, where he's gonna go, I have no idea, but that's probably what we're gonna do this offseason, just based off the rumors that are right now. But as we know, John Beilein has left, and JB Bickerstaff's gonna be taken over as the head coach for the rest of the season. So obviously, he's not the long-term solution. But Cleveland, do yourselves a favor: don't hire a 60-year-old coach to rebuild your team for the future. It just didn't make any sense from the get-go. But what I'm going to do is similar to the end of the season, and let's see how we finish out, and we should have a very good draft pick. At the end of season number 1, we went 31-51, which is good enough for to not make the playoffs, obviously. So I just kind of skipped over the playoffs. The Lakers won the championship. That's usually what happens anyway. So here were the stats for the season, just in case you're interested. But I did that because I feel like we're gonna have a long offseason ahead of us. But 20 points from Colin Sexton, 18, 17, 13 and a half, 11 and 10 from Tristan Thompson, Osman, Larry Nance, and you guys know the rest. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skim through this. So now let's go ahead and get straight into this offseason. Honestly, I'm really hoping we just get a very good draft pick, because that's like literally what's gonna help us the most right now. So hopefully we're able to do that. We are projected a top 9 pick, top 10. So hopefully we can jump up or something. Let's not go down, please. And whoa, we jump up to number 3. That is so clutch. Okay. That couldn't have gone any better. All right, so I mean, obviously we could have got the number 1 pick. That would have been cool too. But I'm gonna fire my trainer, of course, Matthew Stauffer. You're not good, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Randy Martin. Head coach, we have Underwood, Michael Stauffer, Trent Peterson, Scott Brooks, Otis Newman, John Beilein. Let's bring him back. Let's go Jason Kidd. We could go get like somebody's assistant if we wanted to, like Dion Blount. We could go for Jason Kidd, which would be interesting if we want to do that. I don't get him. I don't think I've ever gotten Jason Kidd. I know he's not really a good head coach in real life, but why not? We'll get him just for this video, just because his ratings are decent. So we'll get Jason Kidd to be the head coach of the Cavaliers. Will that happen? Probably not, but that's all right. So let's go to the draft. Now that we have the 3rd pick overall, that is so great. Okay, Drummond, let's just say, for instance, he accepts his player option. You could either trade him on draft night or wait till after the draft. I think I'm gonna wait till after the draft, because Drummond's obviously not worth the 1st round pick. So yeah, we're gonna wait till after the draft. But let's see what we get for number 3 overall, man. I'm hoping we can get something good. We have a backcourt, so really we need a forward or a small forward. McDaniels, Obi Toppin. I think that makes so much sense to complement our guys defensively. He'd be decent. I think that's our guy. So we're gonna take Obi Toppin with the 3rd overall pick. I think that fits nicely. He'll be our starting small forward. So that couldn't have gone any better. I think I like that pick a lot. I did get McDaniels in the last video, so I didn't want to do that again. So I'm okay with that. So rookie signing, we're gonna sign Obi Toppin, player options, Ante Zizic, and then qualifying offers, Matt Mooney and Dean Wade, we're going to decline. But now we're in free agency. So this is where I think Drummond will probably opt into his contract, which in this game he actually declines. But realistically, he's not going to get the money he is going to get on the open market. So I'm going to trade Drummond, not for a whole lot, obviously, because like I said, his value proves to not be good at all. But hopefully we can get like something all right. So this trade isn't terrible, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Kuzma, I don't think the Lakers would really need Drummond, so let's keep looking. The Mavericks. See, the Mavericks, literally, there was just a report the Mavericks were interested in Drummond, and I like this trade a lot because Tim Hardaway isn't expiring, and Maxi Kleber isn't a bad player. So I like this trade a lot, and we give them a second. Nah, I really don't want to have to give you a second if I don't have to, but that's probably the most realistic trade out here. DeRozan, that's another one, but I really don't want DeMar DeRozan. D'Lo, and then Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins for Drummond. Ooh, I actually kind of like that. And we get a, maybe not a first, but then the Warriors would get off of Wiggins' contract. And then we give them Drummond, who's on a 1-year deal, and the Warriors need a center. I actually like this trade. Did the Warriors take, if the Warriors took James Wiseman, I'm not doing it, but honestly, that is another realistic trade that I like. But at the end of the day, do I really want Wiggins? Did they take, who'd they take? They took LaMelo. Whoa, that's gonna be nice. But okay, I gotta choose. Which one do I want to do? Because both of those trades I like, but we get Wiggins if we take this deal and a first, or we get this trade and we just get expiring. So I mean, I feel like Wiggins obviously is the better deal, and I think I'm gonna do this. I think this is somewhat of a realistic trade to give me a pick as well to take Wiggins' contract, and we give them a 1-year or 1-year center and Andre Drummond. So I like that trade a lot. I think that made a lot of sense. We pretty much trade for like nothing just because his contract's so big. He's gonna be so hard to get rid of for Cleveland in real life. I saw a report today that the Blazers offered Whiteside and Kim Bazemore, which is actually a pretty good offer for Cleveland just because they would be getting off of Kevin Love's contract, honestly. So I'm so glad Cleveland declined it, or yeah, because I definitely don't want Kevin Love's contract on my Blazers, honestly. So the Lakers would give me KCP and Caruso. That's not bad, honestly. That gives us, I don't know if the Lakers would want Kevin Love. I mean, he used to play with LeBron. Instead of Caruso, because I know they value Caruso a lot, give me like, I don't know, Quinn Cook. And this might just be the deal that the Cavaliers get in real life, because we're getting off Kevin Love's contract. That's all that matters to me. And they want a second and they'll give me a first. All right, you know what? That's just not going to happen. So I don't really want the Lakers to have to give up Alex Caruso, because they probably wouldn't in real life, but now they're just being stubborn and want to give me a first, which I don't think you'll be getting a first for Kevin Love on his contract. I just don't. So I'll try one more time if they go ahead. Let's say Taylor Horton Tucker instead. No. Okay. How about Higgins maybe? No. Okay. So I guess we'll just go to that Alex Caruso trade. I don't know why they won't take anything else, but we're just going to do this. So we're going to get rid of Kevin Love's contract and we're good with that. So we're $16 million now. That's not bad at all. So let's look at our roster now. So we have Darius Garland, who we're going to start at point guard. Sexton and Caruso is going to back him up. I don't think Caruso would be on the Cavaliers. Don't get me wrong. I might actually put him back on the Lakers, honestly, just because I don't know. I feel like the Lakers obviously wouldn't trade him for Derrick Rose. Why would they trade him for Kevin Love, So then we're going to have to definitely, address this small forward spot quite a bit. We have quite a bit of small forwards here. And then power forwards, Larry Nance is probably going to be our backup. And we really don't have a center right now. So let's go look in free agency and see what we can afford. Fred VanVleet, Clarkson, Derrick Jones. 23-year-old Derrick Jones. We really don't need a small forward, though, so I guess I shouldn't be doing that. Paul Millsap. We do need a center, though, just like a bridge center. We could bring back Tristan Thompson for a season or so. We could take a chance on Willie Cauley-Stein for a season. He is 26 years old. Marquise Chris is also out here. So, I mean, there's some centers Cleveland could go after. Even Jakob Poeltl, honestly. I'm going to offer a couple of young centers some contracts. I'll offer Jakob Poeltl that, and then I'll also offer... I think Willie Cauley-Stein, probably a 1-year team option kind of deal. That way I'm not locked into him. And we'll also offer, let's say, I don't know, who else was out there? What was the other guy I was looking at? Nah, I don't remember now. Okay, let's just hope one of those guys sign. Do I want Jakob Poeltl, or... I would rather have Jakob Poeltl, and we do. Okay, so Jakob Poeltl wouldn't be bad at all, so we're going to sign him. He's on a 2-year contract. He'll be our starting center. And then there's Furkan Korkmaz, who's only 22, but then again, we really don't need that wing depth because we have enough as it is right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and roll with what we got for now. Obviously, this next season isn't going to be great for us, but it's a start for Cleveland to, get back on track as far as competing in the playoffs, and then getting back to the playoffs, of course, and then competing in the regular season was what I meant to say. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate to the end of season number 2, and let's see how this season goes. Season number 2 has come to an end, and of course, we didn't make the playoffs. We went 31-51, but I just real quick wanted to show you guys the rotation. So it was Garland, Sexton, Wiggins, Obi Toppin, Jakob Poeltl, Larry Nance, Chetty Osman, Kevin Porter Jr., and KCP. So yeah, that was what was rounding up the rotation. I did give the Lakers Alex Caruso back just because I don't think Alex Caruso would be involved in any kind of Kevin Love trade. And who knows, the Lakers may not even ever want to trade for Kevin Love, obviously, but it just made the most sense to me because maybe LeBron would pair up with his former teammate. So here were the stats: 24 points from Colin Sexton, so that's good to see. 17 from Wiggins, not bad, and then 16 from Obi Toppin, and then 15 from Garland, so not too bad. Kevin Porter Jr. did all right as well, up to a 77 overall. Like to see that. Jakob Poeltl, 8 points, 9 rebounds. Not really the long-term solution. I kind of wish I gave him a team option in the second season, but that's all right. So let's see. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let's see who wins the NBA Finals. The Warriors are here, and the Hawks are. So the Hawks are always really good in like the second season, and the Golden State Warriors have won the championship after they got Drummond. So yeah, good for them. So now let's go into this offseason and see what we can do with the team now. So we should have another good draft pick, which is always good, and hopefully we can jump up again. I don't know what our odds are, but we are projected a top 4 pick. So we have a 13% chance at the number 1 overall pick. Let's see what happens. And we drop him down to number 6. Okay, that's all right. So I don't even really know what I want out of this draft. We do need a center, badly. We do need a center. So I think I will definitely try to target a center in this draft. Maybe we could even trade this pick. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But for the draft, let's go. And I don't know if there's any. Oh, we do have the 30th pick from the Warriors as well from that Drummond trade. So I do want to kind of move on from Larry Nance. I really just don't envision him long-term being here. So I kind of want to see if we could get something all right for Larry Nance. I don't know what his trade value would be, but we're going to look around the league just in case. Barnes, definitely not. The Knicks, let's keep looking. Joe Harris, Alfred Camino, DeLon Wright, Zubac, Gary Harris, and Bobby Portis. This trade actually isn't bad. It's not a bad trade at all, but we do have to trade a first-round pick. Maybe I'll just keep them. The Rockets, none of those. They want to give me the first pick in the second round and give me Mason Plumlee to be my backup center for Larry Nance. I actually like that trade a lot. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to get a backup center, Mason Plumlee. Although we do have Jakob Poeltl right now, which I don't know if I'm going to be moving on from him or not. But Larry Nance is a little bit younger than Mason Plumlee, and the Spurs are rebuilding anyway, so why not? Let's do it. So we got rid of Larry Nance. We got Mason Plumlee in return. Let's see what we get for number 6. So let's see what drops down to us. We need a center, but I'm going to check who's been taken so far. So Cade Cunningham, Terrence Clark, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson, and Kuminga has been taken, and a center has not been taken yet. So that is what I'm talking about. So Evan Mobley, a Macker Maker. Who do I want? Do I want Evan Mobley or Macker Maker? I think I'm going to go Evan Mobley, I think he's the best out of both those guys. I don't know that for a fact, but I will double check. Maybe I just took an L by taking Evan Mobley over Macker Maker, but we'll see. So I think I'm also going to take, let's see, Sharif O'Neal maybe. We'll bring him in. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, if I could speak, used to play for Cleveland. So yeah, like father, like son, right? Number 6, Evan Mobley is 79. Macker Maker's is 77. So yeah, I did take the better prospect according to 2K, at least this draft class anyway. And Sharif O'Neal's a 70 overall. I imagine his overall will become better, but we'll see. And then player options, Weinler, we did send to the G League, and we're going to be accepting all of our rookies, of course. Qualifying offers, Zizic, he did come over from that Kyrie Irving trade, but I don't know. So far, he hasn't really made like a big impact for Cleveland, but we're negative $10 million in cap space. Exum's a free agent. KCP's a free agent. Ante Zizic, I honestly don't want to bring any of those guys back. So we have 24 mil. Wiggins has 2 years left on his contract. I don't mind Wiggins, but I probably will keep him here just for now. He's a fine scorer. He's nothing great, but he's fine. So we have Garland at point guard right now. We have Porter and Sexton, Wiggins and Osman, and then Sharif O'Neal and Obi Toppin, and then we have kind of a 3-headed monster here at center. Obviously Mobley will get the start over both of these guys, but we'll see what we can get for free agency. So we do need like a backup point guard maybe. We'll just kind of see what's out there. We'll just scan the waters, see what's available. You know, we can bring Derrick Rose back to Cleveland. Maybe it'd work better than the last time. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. All right, Bam Adebayo. We could get more of a win now center and like Adebayo, but I think I'm going to groom Evan Mobley. Collins is interesting. Jonathan Isaac. I mean, is there a world where we could bring Wiggins as our 6th man and like go for like a guy like Collins? Although I don't know if Atlanta would let him walk or anything. There's a world where we could do that, but I also kind of want to just see how this team would do without doing anything crazy. So I think I'm going to go that route. I think I'm going to try to give this team a chance. We do need a backup power forward, although we could move like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't envision Jakob Poeltl, Plumlee being able to play power forward, honestly. So maybe I'll just sign a power forward and like a backup point guard. just for now, and I think we should be good. Maybe I can buy a high budget one. Like Monte Morris as our backup point guard would be kind of cool. Even Kendrick Nunn, if he's out here, which I don't imagine Miami would let him walk unless if there was some kind of crazy trade they could do. Chris Dunn, another interesting guy that's been given up on. Moutier, another player that hasn't really found his niche in the NBA yet. But we're gonna go. I think we're gonna give Monte Morris a 2-year contract to be our backup point guard. And then as far as power forward is concerned, Kuzma is out here. Honestly, Cleveland could be one of those guys that throws a bag at this guy, but I've gotten him in videos before, so I'm not gonna do that. Carmelo's here. TJ Leaf, Rudy Gay, Jeremy Grant. I don't want to spend too much money. Let's get like a Scalabissiere, I guess, like off the bench for a season. He's all right. So I think I'll do this, Monte Morris and Scalabissiere and this free agency. And then what I'm going to do is similar to the end of season number 3. And obviously, depending on how it goes, it won't be our last season, but we're just going to continue to slowly rebuild this team back up. At the end of season number 3, we went 33-49, so we're still not a playoff team just yet, but we are going to be going into the lottery for the 3rd straight season. But look at the rotation real quick. We're getting closer to where we want to be. Garland, Sexton, Wiggins, Toppin, Mobley, Monte Morris, Jakob Poeltl, Kevin Porter, and Osman. So yeah, we're getting closer. I know we are. I think next season we could get our way into the playoffs. Let's go look at the stats real quick. I think what I am going to do this offseason, I'm probably going to move on from Wiggins. He was a good project, but he's just not getting any better. Of course, I could boost up his tendencies or whatever, but I don't know if Wiggins is ever going to reach his expectations, like first coming into the NBA. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but it's just he doesn't exceed the expectations he had coming into the league. So I'm probably going to move on from him, and then we'll have to see how our draft pick falls. Do we even have our pick? I'm not even sure if we do at this point, but I assume we do, but I'll have to double check. So let's get to the draft lottery now and see what odds we have now. So we went 33-49, so we are projected a top 3 pick. And we jumped down to number 5. Okay, so I kind of want to either trade this pick or use this pick to my advantage. So draft or trade this pick is basically what I meant to say. So I think all we have is number 5. I'm gonna keep Kidd for now. I think he's done an all right job. And then they don't want me to draft Joe Nobody, as you can tell. So obviously that's just probably somebody like a filler player. So we have 3 second-round picks, and we have a 1st overall, or the 5th pick in the 1st round. So I honestly like this team quite a bit. I did send Sharif O'Neal to the G League, so he's probably gonna play some backup power forward minutes. But Wiggins, if I could trade you right now, that would be awesome. But we'll have to see what's out there. So obviously, I want this trade to make sense for me. We can give him to Chicago, and we get Otto Porter in return. I don't really want Otto Porter necessarily. I just kind of want to get rid of Wiggins and just not even deal with him. So let's see. Aaron Gordon and Jeremy Grant, Kleba and Theus, McCollum, OG Anunoby and Blake Griffin, Derek White and Karis LeVert, Brandon Boston, and we give them a 2nd-round pick. Houston, honestly, I don't know where the Rockets are nowadays, but I like this a lot because then we get a 20-year-old shooting guard and they take Wiggins for a season. Wiggins only has 1 year left in his contract. I'm going to do that trade, I think. I don't even know what the Rockets would be doing nowadays. Maybe James Harden, they traded him. Who knows? We're kind of like 3 years deep now, so who knows what the Rockets are doing, but I'm going to give them Wiggins anyway, and we're going to give them a 2nd as well, and we're going to get Brandon Boston. So that's going to be a decent backup shooting guard. We have a 5th overall pick. I'm going to go ahead and offer this pick in like Osman and see like if anything crazy. Michael Porter, that's interesting. That could be our replacement small forward. Clint Capella, Gordon Hayward, Jonathan Isaac, and Vucevic. I actually like some of these deals. Miles Turner, Oubre, Collins, and DeRozan. I just don't really necessarily want, I don't want Capella and Gordon Hayward. Porter and Montrezl Harrell is insane, but I think Collins would be interesting. I think I'm just gonna draft though. I know some of those trades were great, but I think I'm gonna draft. We need a power forward or a small forward, so let's go find what we need. So honestly, let's see. Patrick Baldwin Jr. I think that's gonna be our pick. So we're gonna take Patrick Baldwin out of Duke. I think that's what it just said. We do have a couple 2nd-round picks, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So he's a 6'11". That's interesting. Patrick Baldwin, welcome to Cleveland. Player options, we're gonna accept Dylan Windler, and we're getting closer and closer, my dudes, to getting back to the playoffs. I feel like I think next season might be our season. So let's go look. We got Monte Morris and Garland right now. Kevin Porter and Brandon Boston. Obviously, we want Sexton back. And then Baldwin's here now, and then we have Toppin at power forward still, and we still have, so I think honestly all we really need to do is re-sign Colin Sexton, and honestly I don't think I'm gonna be doing much of anything else. I might have Caps, but yeah, I definitely probably have cap space with the amount of money that's coming off, but I don't know what I would. Let's see. I mean, we can check what's out here, but I don't envision you know, free agents just don't come to Cleveland. It's just as simple as that. Unless LeBron was here, then you can make a case for it, but free agents really don't come to Cleveland. I think I'm going to stick with what we got, and I think I'm just going to re-sign Sexton, and hopefully into season number 4, we can actually get our way back to the playoffs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of the season. We're 13-19 right now, so I figured this would be the season we make the jump, but it just isn't happening right now. When we look at the stats, everybody's kind of doing their thing, like 21 points from Toppin, 20 from Mobley, 20 from Sexton, but Garland just really hasn't gotten that much better in this video at all, like 13, 14. So his ceiling is just not going up anymore. And I know I could probably boost him up and all that, like, you know, tendencies, but I think I'm gonna trade him here because I kind of want to get better. So let's go like Garland and Brennan Boston, and let's see what this could get me. And Ben Simmons from Philly. Oh my gosh, that would help us out so much. We have so many shooters here too that he would fit perfectly. De'Aaron Fox, Cole Anthony. I think I'm going to do that Ben Simmons trade. And just to make it a little bit more realistic, I'll also throw in a future first round pick for Ben Simmons. Why do they do this? Why, like, when I try to give them more than they want, they just say no now? Okay, so now it's not a deal. I don't understand it. Whatever, we're gonna do this trade. We're getting Ben Simmons, and that should help us out tremendously. So, oh wait, Ben Simmons is small forward. I was like, why is Ben Simmons? So then they moved Baldwin. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we could roll with that. That's definitely weird, but I might fix this because Monty Morris isn't really an off-ball. He doesn't strike me as an off-ball shooter, if you know what I mean. Because Baldwin can shoot, right? I'm pretty sure he can. Yeah, so I mean, look at these. We have so many shooters out here that would fit nicely. We should be able to make a playoff push now. We're only 13-19. Now that Ben Simmons is here, hopefully we can turn this season around. At the end of season number 4, we finished out 49-33. So we did turn the season around, but Stephen Curry is your MVP. Amoni Bates is your Rookie of the Year. LaMelo is your 6th man on the Warriors. Anthony Davis, defensive player. And Wiseman is your most improved on the Hornets. And Steve Kerr is your Coach of the Year as they go 61-21. Okay, here's your all NBA first team, all NBA second team, and all NBA third team. Wow, LaMelo as a 6th man made the all NBA third team. How surprised am I? Not really. I guess I'm not really that surprised, but we are the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference where we get to play the Boston Celtics in the first round. Let's go look at the player stats real quick and see how everybody finished out. 24 from Sexton, 19 from Obi Toppin, 19 from Ben Simmons, and 16.7 from Mobley, and 10 rebounds. Baldwin with 16. So yeah, everything obviously going good. 49-33. Hopefully we're able to beat this Celtics team that has Kimba, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Okongwu. Okongwu is no joke in this game. He does get really good. Nwora as well. And then Romeo Langford down there. So hopefully we're able to beat them in the first round. We're up 1-0 to start the series. Okay, nope. We're going to... I'm already nervous. I don't want to get eliminated in the first round. We've been recording for a while now, and I hope we're able to actually like get far in these playoffs and maybe even win a championship here. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we do win this one pretty comfortably, 153-128. Let's go to a game 4 and see if we can take the 3-1 lead. I imagine we can. If we can take them down to TD Garden, we would be in good shape for game 5. And it is a close one, but we do squeeze it out in the end, 123-106. Good stuff there. And then now we got game 5. Hopefully we aren't going to be blowing a 3-1 lead and we can just finish them here at Banker. No, wait, this isn't. What is it? What is Quicken Loans Arena? I believe is Cleveland's arena. Yes, 122-132. We take them down and we are in to the second round. Can we play the Knicks or the Hawks? Let's see what happens. We get to play Atlanta, the lower seed. The Hawks are usually pretty good, so I don't know whether or not I would rather have played the Clippers or the Knicks or not. I'm not sure. What do they got? Paul George, Mitch Robinson, RJ Barrett, and Cole Anthony. And Bol Bol. Okay, I'm super glad Atlanta won. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Atlanta, but I think Knicks would have been harder to beat. We're up 1-0, 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? We do. Can we beat them in 4? We do. We sweep the Atlanta Hawks, and now we get to play the Brooklyn Nets, who I assume have Kyrie Irving, who actually is going to be out for the season now. I just saw the report as I was recording this. He did take... Whoa! They have Kyle Lowry. They don't have Kyrie Irving anymore. I guess they did lose him that free agency. All right, can we beat the Brooklyn Nets? I imagine we can, but we're down 2-0 to start this off. Are you kidding me? All right, man, we got to get our way back into the series. We are in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. If we are able to get back in this series, we're going to lose to Kevin Durant and Kyle Lowry. Wow. Okay. All right, man. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can finish them off in like, can we make them blow a 3-0 lead? I doubt it, but that would be cool. 122 to 110. Let's keep going. Now we're gonna go back home. Hopefully, if we can win this game, that would be huge. This would be huge if we could win this game. And we almost lost 117 to 121. Okay, if we're able to force a game, if we are able to win this one, I think we win the series. But we have to win this game. We have to win this game. Can we beat the... Nope, we lose 121 to 140. Okay, 27, 3 and 5. And then looks like the Golden State Warriors and the Brooklyn Nets. So just one more time. I'm saying one more time. And then hopefully we can actually win a championship. At the end of season number 6, we went 52 and 30. And this is how the stats finished out. 22 and a half, 22, 21, 17, 17. Gary Trent was here. I signed him. And then Shareef O'Neal got some minutes this time around. I did sign Tyus Jones as well. But 52 and 30. We're literally in the same position as last season. We are the 3rd seed again. But hopefully, guys, this time we can actually... Brooklyn's not here. So we beat Boston last year. Let's see if we can beat them again. They do even it up. We're up 2-1 now. Can we beat them in 5? No. 2-2. Let's not do this 3-2. Let's beat them in 6. Beat them in 6. And we do. Okay, so we're on to the second round. Now we get to play the 2nd seeded Chicago Bulls. This might be a little bit tough. We're up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Let's sweep these Bulls. Nope, 3-1, 4-1. Okay, so we beat the Chicago Bulls. Now we get to play the Knicks, who looked scary last year. So now I actually have to play them. They're up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and yeah, we're gonna get swept. So yeah, the Knicks team, they had Bol and Paul George and Mitch Robinson, so I'm not shocked. So I think I'm gonna end it there. I've simulated 6 seasons now, and it just doesn't look like a championship is in the cards today. So thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.